Hi, good evening. At last, I had to wait for my phone to charge and it's slow, and I mean real slow. However, it ain't gonna stop me from doing my match preview of Brighton Hove Albion v Arsenal. And I'll tell you this, yeah, it's a big, massive 6-pointer. And I say that because we're relegation candidates. It means sweet fuck all beating Chelsea 3-1 at home. It all boils down to how big Arsenal's bollocks are come these away games. Brighton tomorrow night, and then away to West Brom on the Saturday late afternoon. So it means fuck all to me beating Chelsea, because at the end of the day we've been shit. We're in 15th place for a reason, and that's the fact of the reality of it. The table never lies, as someone once said, and they are wise words. The table never lie. So, without further ado, I'm going to get into Brighton Hove Albion v Arsenal preview. Last season, the two games that we played, we were not great. We weren't not even good. We were below average. Brighton took advantage and performed well at the Emirates. They defended well. Performed well on the ball, counter-attacked against us well, and they deserved their victory. Although they were set pieces, but they were worthy of their victory. Same at the Amex, we went a goal up, brilliant goal by Nicolas Pepe. It was a £72 million goal, but overall his performance and his teammates' performance were shocking, absolute fucking shocking. And that's the fixture that Guendouzi got into trouble for grabbing Neil Maupay. Well, I will say he's an Arsenal player showing his heart and passion for the football club that he wants to play for, that he wants to grow to love. And Mikel Arteta goes and fucking punishes him by loaning him to Hertha Berlin. That's not helped us. I don't think that's helped him maybe to an extent that's helped him, because he's developing as a really good player over there, and he's doing well in his performances, and he's getting a couple of goals there, I believe. Arsenal fans, or any football fan who's watched or Hertha Berlin, Arsenal, or any football fans who have been keeping an eye on Guendouzi, please tell me in the comment section how well he's settled and how he's performing. Leave your messages in my comment section below. I'd like to know, because we've got a midfielder who's been deemed as a troublemaker, but yet Patrick Vieira was a troublemaker, but he turned out to be a great captain. Thierry Henry was a decent captain, but he was meant to be a troublemaker. Now, Guendouzi's meant to be a troublemaker with an attitude problem, but when he plays the beautiful game, which is called football, he plays it with his heart on his sleeve. And my word, he is a fine midfield player. I'll tell you that now. And yet he's not being coached. Is he not being coached? Is he not likable? He's had rows with Arteta in the training camp up in Qatar somewhere. But for fuck's sakes, get hold of him. Get control of him, Mikel Arteta. If he takes the piss, then you temporarily punish him. You don't fucking loan him out. Is that meant to be temporary punishment? How do you think he's going to feel come the end of the German or the Bundesliga season when he comes back? Right, he got hold of Maupay. Even before that, he told Maupay, we Arsenal players and we earn more than what you earn in a week. Okay, that's been said. But Guendouzi got punished himself by Maupay scoring the winning goal. So a lesson to Guendouzi, if he's prepared to learn from his boisterous attitude, is shut your mouth, play the game, and let the ball do the talking on your feet. But that's then, this is now. So without further ado, allow me to go into my team selection. My personal starting 11, which is the 4-2-3-1. I'm going to be on it with my own players, and this is the team that I will go with. In goal, Bird Leno. 5 penalty save. came out and caught. He didn't. Yeah, he came out and caught his crosses more in the second half than in the first, and I liked his performance. 7.5 out of 10 that night, and yeah, made a fine penalty save. If he didn't make that save, we would have been nervous for 5 minutes. I'll tell you that now, because Chelsea had pulled one back and it was 3-1 to us. It could have been 3-2 Arsenal, and then we would have been fucking nervous. But thank you, Leno. You're in goal. Right back, Ainsley Maitland-Niles. I think he can go in at right back for me. I can't trust Bellerin on a consistent basis. It's as simple as he should be sold. He's been inconsistent in the last 5 years, and he's one of those players who's been taking the fucking piss all along. And for me, he does not deserve to wear the shirt. Yes, overall, he does not deserve to wear the shirt. However, he put in a brilliant performance against Chelsea. That's him possibly just showing up for that fixture. The magnitude of that fixture. Yeah, he put his, he's obviously pulled his drawers up and his shorts up, and he said, you know what? I'm going to turn up for this fixture. Normally, against most attacking wingers, he pulls his shorts down, draws down, bends over, and he receives the penetration as he always done in the last 5 years. But fuck him. He's not starting. Ainsley Maitland-Niles is an Arsenal academy. He gets what it is about playing for Arsenal, and he starts this game. My centre back pairing, if it was down to me, well, it was down to me. I'm going to go for William Saliba, and I think Aston Villa have just equalised as I speak. Yes, they have. They've just equalised, and I think El Ghazi's got the goal. Let's have a look at this goal. Oh, brilliant finish. I think the goalkeeper may do better there. Could have been. Maybe I'm being a little bit critical on the goalkeeper. Oh, it's gone through his legs. Oh, dear. So, Chelsea 1, Aston Villa 1. Anyway, if you want to know the Chelsea goal scorer is Olivier Giroud. But it'll be William Saliba in this game. Hands down. I can't trust Holding. Again, he's another one who's inconsistent. You know? Another one who's got away with sentiment. Fucking got away with piss-taking. I just don't know what management's seeing him. They say they see something in training, but in match days, he's not performing. It's on match days that you don't perform consistently, then you should be dropped. Fuck what you do in training. That's what I say. Centre back partner would be Gabriel Magalhaes, but I know he's gonna be self-isolating, but I'll have him along with William Saliba, best centre-half at the club, best defender and centre-half at the club, should I say. And for me, he has been solid, and he's unlucky to be struck down with the COVID-19, but he should be back for the next game, which is another big 6-pointer. West Brom away. Yeah, Sam Allardyce is West Brom. Well, Sam Allardyce, the manager. Not completely his players, but they buy into his philosophy. You only have to look at the Liverpool fixture away and see what they've just done. So for me, Gabriel Magalhaes would be important for that game and against West Brom. Anyway, my left back, well, man of the match for me against Chelsea. He's worth every single penny of that 25 million that we spent on him. And my mate said he doesn't get the credit. And I don't really feel that he gets the credit for his hard work defensively and offensively. Kieran Tierney definitely starts that game. And for me, when is it going to register that he should be the club captain? Someone in the board needs to have a word with Mikel Arteta and strip Aubameyang of the club captaincy. When Aubameyang's not playing well, he doesn't chase the ball down, he doesn't work hard enough, and we don't see the leadership coming out of him. He's not vocal enough to wear the armband. He's only wearing that because he's a star player. Fuck all that sentiment. Tierney is a man. He's a man and a footballer who does a fucking job, and he loves his job, and he's showing that more than what Aubameyang is showing, and that's a fact. Kieran Tierney, club captain, and he starts the Brighton game easily. The two in front. I don't know why I've gone for the 4-2-3-1, but the two in front of my defence. I'm going to go with David Luiz. He's a born central defensive midfield player, and I rate him highly. He does his job. He will do his job, and he likes to play a nice pass or two in the forward sense. And for me, someone who's physically tenacious, and he would suit that role as a DM. He won't be out of place. Alongside him, I've got to think carefully about this. Alongside him, I'm going to go with Mohamed El Neni. I mean, I like Joe Willock. I thought about it, but I'll go with El Neni. I'm going to give him an opportunity to show how big his balls are in this fixture, because playing against Chelsea was all sweet and good, and you put in your best performances. You've hit the bar. Well, I want to see you carry that performance on away to Brighton. I want to see big performances, because we're in a relegation dogfight. It's used lot have got us in there. Whether Mikel Arteta's picked the wrong players or not, it's you guys have got us in there. Now you fucking get us out of there. No fucking about either. Mohamed El Neni, I am trusting you to do the job alongside Luis. Right. The three in front of the two of them. On the left-hand side of attack, Gabriel Martinelli. He's done fuck all wrong to be dropped. He's done fuck all wrong to be on the bench. He will definitely get a start for me. He's got goals in him. He's had 3 opportunities on target. Well, 2 on target, 1 off target. He is hungrier than what I've seen any attacking players do. More hungry than what William has been. For me. He showed more hungrier than Pepe. And that's a fact. He's hungry. He starts. On the right, I'm going to go with Bukayo Saka. He was marvellous in that position. Marvellous. The goal he got, beautiful, I didn't mean it goal, but it was a beautiful goal. Done Eduardo Mendy with the chip, and he says he saw him off the line and he went for it. Okay. I may possibly take his word for it, but I might be accused of being biased and having my Arsenal cap on. No. If I'm being honest, it was meant to be a cross. He was aiming for a red and white shirt, but I'll take the fucking goal. So Bukayo Saka starts. In the middle, Emile Rose-Smith. It's a young three across the 2, but these boys are fucking hungry. And I love that. They will press from the front. I guarantee you, if Martinelli presses, then every fucking attacking player presses. So for me, he starts this game. In the middle, I think I'll go with this is a tough one here. I'll save Aubameyang for the West Brom game, and I'm going to go with Folarin Balogun. Yes, I'm going to go with Folarin Balogun for me. I think there's a goal scorer in him. And I'm going to give him his opportunity. If it does not work out for him, that's the words I'm looking for. If it so does not work out for him on the day, then yeah, bring on Aubameyang. Bring on a top goal scorer. You know, our club. Well, he is our top goal scorer, you know, overall in the last 2-3 seasons. So for me, I will have him starting the game. I'll have him starting the game here. You know, we've got to show some bollocks here, and I mean proper show bollocks. They grew a pair against Chelsea, now they grow a pair against Brighton or Albion. In fact, they grow a pair for the fucking rest of the season. And I do fucking mean what I say. So, ladies and gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, I hope you're still watching, despite my use of my colourful language. Anyway, yeah, that's my starting 11. On the bench, I'm gonna have a good bench here. I feel like I'm gonna have a good bench here. Alex Renarson, he still does well. I'll have him on the bench. I don't feel I can leave him out here. I thought about Macy, but he just edges it for me on the bench, and I think there's something in him. So I'm going to give him an opportunity on the bench. Substitute number 2, Cedric Suarez, definitely on the bench for me. He's a decent cover-up right back, and I like his commitment and his direct focus to details as a right back. He knows the role, and he performs it brilliantly when he started for Arsenal. Substitute number 3, someone who's versatile around the back, Callum Chambers. Yeah, again, honest professional footballer, honest Premier League professional footballer, and whoever gets him, they will be lucky to have him. And not only that, you can utilise him, and he can perform well under a good coach. He could become a even better player under a good coach because he's not being coached. There's no arm around him from the coaches as well as the management, and that's the feeling that I'm getting. So for me, I'll have him on my bench. Substitute number 4. Got to think long fucking hard about this. Oh, it's a midfield. Dani Ceballos. Why not? I'll give it to him. Dani Ceballos can be my substitute number 4. He's directly what I like. He is technically gifted on the ball, and I would love to see that 9 or 10 out of 10 performance what he showed against Burnley. And I think there is a lot more into him, and he is a guy who can create from deep, and that's one thing I respect about him. And interceptions and tackles, he doesn't mind going in. He might not physically be the biggest, but he ain't scared of a tackle or an interception. So Dani Ceballos on the bench. Substitute number 5, Reece Nelson. I don't know what the fuck he's done wrong not to get into the first team. For me, or on the bench, for me, he puts in his best performances as possible as a winger, and I do like him there. Substitute number 6, Nicolas Pepe. He's another one who's got to show his true colours. I know I haven't seen the real best of him yet, but when we do, he is. I'll still tip him to be one of the best in the Premier League at what he does, and even one of the best in Europe. He's got potential. He's got every attributes for him to go on and become a world-class player. But again, he's not performing consistently in the Premier League, and that's what really winds me up in his play. Otherwise, there is a player in him. Substitute number 7. Oh, who's there I can count on? There's some good young players there We have got some good young players there. Who can I trust? Substitute number 7. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Well, he is our current club captain, but for me, I'll make Tierney captain. You know, but he's a guy you can bring on for following Balogun. But for me, I've gone for following Balogun because he can hold the ball up well. He's strong, athletic, and he is a goal scorer. Substitute number 8, Joseph Willock. Yeah, the energy in the midfield. I do like his energy. And one thing with him and El Neni, one thing I can say is, in comparisons, if you give El Neni 15 league games straight in a row, and you give Joseph Willock 15 league games in a row straight, I can see Willock getting between 5 to 10 league goals. Yeah. And El Neni 1 to 5. And that just tells me that I wish I had gone with Willock. But I trust El Neni because this is a battle. And this is a battle that has to be won in the midfield. And I did say it's all about growing the bollocks. And that's what it's going to be like from now to the rest of the league campaign. In fact, for the rest of the season. Growing a pair of balls. So that's the reason why I've gone for Willock, El Neni over Willock. But Willock will be on my bench. Substitute number 9. I'm going to go with Alexander Lacazette. He did perform well against Chelsea, but again, I can't trust. I put him on the bench because I can't trust him on a consistent basis. He's just not been consistent enough. And to an extent, certain players are not at fault for their inconsistency. You got to question the management's tactical decisions on playing players out of position, and you're not getting the consistency out of them. If you want the consistency out of them, you play players where they were born to play. It's as simple as. And I feel that Aubameyang and Lacazette, to an extent, they have become victims of playing out of position or asked to do jobs that they're not comfortable with. So management has to take responsibility on that, based on these decisions. So for me, that's my substitution bench lined up, and my starting 11 sorted out. So the information is 4-2-3-1, and on an attacking front, I feel there's a lot of promise, but a lot of talent as well. Despite the potential promise, there's talent in my front four attacking players, and I think they can do a really good job, and surprise Brighton. I see us winning by one clear goal, but I'm not a score predictor for sure. If you want to predict your Arsenal score, Brighton fans, you want to come in to my channel and predict the score, leave your predictions in my comment section below. Any thoughts, opinions about my formation, my nice substitution bench, my formation, etc., leave it in the comment section below. And while you're doing that, please help me by smashing the thumbs up like button for me. I'd really appreciate that. And not only that, love on that side, but show me some love by show me some love by helping me to subscribe to my channel. That's myself and I only, DLG Repping. And DLG Dele London Gooner, otherwise known as DLG Repping. Repping spelled Romeo Echo Papa Indigo November. Other than that, I'm going to wrap this up and say, ladies to the gentlemen, to the boys to the girls, thank you for your patience. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And thank you for putting up with me. I'll be back later on, which I plan to do another video later on this evening again for the Premier League roundup and giving you my views on all 20 Premier League teams in action over the course of this weekend. So stay tuned for that. I will not doze off to sleep. I'll make sure I drink another strong coffee if I have to. Otherwise, have a good evening and enjoy what you're doing. At home, outside, just stay safe. So see you later. I'm out of here. But be nice. Yeah.